In the year 2048, after a war, the community has decided to get rid of different races and feelings. All the citizens have had their memories erased, except for the receiver of memory. Since the receiver of memory is the only individual in the community who has the memories from before, he must advise the chief elder and the other elders on the decisions for the community. The world has many communities, all headed by the chief elder. The chief elder holds an annual ceremony to assign careers to all boys and girls turning 16. The careers are assigned based on observed traits throughout their childhood. The community has no concept of differentiation or emotions or sex or violence. The climate is controlled, so it never rains or snows. The folks are genetically modified not to see any color, as that is a form of differentiation. Jonas is a 16-year-old teenager who is anxious about the career he will be assigned, along with everyone else. He has two best friends, Asher and Fiona. On the day of graduation, everyone is assigned a career. Jonas is briefly skipped, as he has not been assigned a career. Instead, Jonas is to become the next receiver of memory, and progressively receive memories from the past receiver, the giver. Upon assuming his role as the receiver, Jonas learns of the giver's past and of his child, Rosemary. She preceded Jonas as receiver of memory and was so distraught from the memories that she committed suicide by what the community calls releasing. Through the giver, Jonas learns about emotions like love, hatred, war, colors. He finds a map which shows a boundary of memories around the community and within the surrounding area called the Elsewhere, which Jonas speculates to be the area outside of which Jonas's and the giver's memories will be released to the entire world and will no longer be contained within them. They regard the nature of releasing as mysterious. The audience learns that it is death by lethal injection. Jonas begins to teach his findings to his friend Fiona, with whom he decides to share the idea of emotions. Fiona, who is unable to fully comprehend the idea of emotion, is unsure how she feels. Jonas then kisses Fiona, an action which is antiquated and unknown to the community, which Jonas gained through memory. Jonas also shares his memories with the baby his father brought home to their house, Gabe, and develops a close relationship with him after discovering he shares the same mark on his wrist Jonas does, the mark of a potential receiver of memory. Jonas decides that everyone should have the memories of the past, and eventually, the giver. And Jonas decide that the only way they can help the community is to go past the border of what they call elsewhere, beyond the community, therefore releasing the memories back into the community. Jonas sneaks out at curfew and decides to get Gabe at the nurturing center, who is to be released due to his general weakness. Asher, his other longtime friend besides Fiona, tries to stop him before he leaves the neighborhood, but Jonas quickly punches him. Asher lies on the ground, stunned, and Jonas rides his bike to the nurturing center. He tells Fiona his plan and wants to take her with him, but she refuses and instead helps him retrieve Gabe. Before he leaves, she kisses him and helps him escape. Meanwhile, Jonas's mother and Asher go to the chief elder to tell them Jonas is missing. Guards are sent to contain Jonas, who they say has become dangerous, but Jonas gets one of their motorcycles and drives off the cliff near the giver's dwelling into the Elsewhere. Asher is assigned by the chief elder to use a drone to find Jonas and lose him, but when Asher finds Jonas stumbling through the woods, he captures him with the drone. After Jonas implores Asher to think that if he ever cared for Jonas to let him go, Asher drops him into a river, setting him free. Jonas stumbles through the land of Elsewhere, while Fiona has been condemned to be released for helping him. Just as she is about to be released by Jonas's father, the giver steps in and stalls the chief elder with memories of his daughter, Rosemary, trying to call out the chief elder, in which she succeeded. Jonas's mother begins to cry, starting to understand the feeling of love. Eventually, Jonas finds a sled like one he rode in a memory from the giver, and makes his way beyond the border of elsewhere, releasing memories and color back into the community and saving Fiona because Jonas's father realizes what he was really doing. Jonas and Gabe return to the house of his memories, where people are singing Christmas carols, and his voiceover says that back in the community, he swears he hears music too, or possibly just an echo.